clicking.
Yeah.
Did you as a freshman realize like, dang, this is like top level basketball. Like these guys are really special. This team is really special. Or were you just like, oh, this is just how, you know, college is? Was there a point where you're like, dang, like I really am in a situation where I see a great team and a great coach right in front of me?
You know, I knew about Coach. You know, I knew about Coach. He was a great coach. But, you know, Joakim played. Everybody talk about Joakim like he's so great. But Joakim played 5 minutes the year before, you know?
Yeah.
And Horford played like 15 minutes. The only guy that was like in that level was Corey. Like he was doing, you know, McDonald's All-American. He played like, I don't know, 28 minutes, 30 minutes. And our best player was Torian, you know? So everybody talk about these guys that like because they went to the NBA, but our best player was Torian. Like Torian was the, you know, get us going. Like he scored a couple threes and then assists and he got us going, you know. And he was the one that took all the shots too.
Yep.
You know? But I think like in the preseason, man, like we make each other better, you know. And, you know, me as a freshman, I was coming and, you know, my situation was like, I have to put pressure on Torian or like I have to guard Lee Humphrey every day, you know, like just to get them better, you know. And we used to fight. And, you know, these 5 guys was great. But, you know, we had Chris Richard, Adrian Moss and David Huertas and myself, you know, every day fighting with these guys to make them better. And, you know, I think like as a team, the complementary of practice, the way we practice and the way the coach prepare us, man, like we started 17-0 and nobody gave us, I think we was like ranked like 70, you know, at the beginning, like nobody give us a chance to make the tournament. And we started 17-0. And after that, like it was like Joakim Noah #1 in the draft. And, you know, but Joakim, Allen, Corey, and Torian, like they grinded every single night. Like we practiced during the day. At night they used to come back to the gym and play one-on-one, and everything was a challenge. In our team, everything was a challenge. You know, like and it was not an envy of okay, Torian shoot all the balls or like, you know, like it never felt like that vibe. And of course we joke around, you know how we joke around, you know, like Joakim, you got a house, you got a bed in coach, you know, house because, you know, you can do whatever. And, you know, I can do that, you know. But at the end of the day, we make each other better. And it was not that envy, you know, like we was like, we want to win.
Yeah.
And we believe that we can win a championship, you know. We believe that we can be a great team and we can complement each other. And, you know, if we play hard every single night, we have the best chance to win every game, you know. And that's how we win in every tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely reflected. That's crazy. You know, you guys were ranked not even in the top 50 coming into that season. Do you have like a favorite story from one of those guys or with Coach Donovan within that any of your 4 years, but specifically within your first 2 when you're with that 06 and 07 teams that went back to back?
Man, I can tell you, I would say this in the record, you know, for me, it was one of the craziest. We in the banquet, you know, the Final Four banquet, you know, George Mason was the Cinderella, like they beat everybody, like they had a great tournament. UCLA, you know, team with tradition, whatever. So they doing interviews and they say like, you know, UCLA, they win 11 championship, blah, blah, blah. And you know me, I didn't speak English that well, but I'm cocky on the way they're like, man, this championship was long time ago, man. When was the last time they win it, you know? And these people, you know, said like, how dumb, you know, you are, like, you know, you're talking about, you know, our championships and that and in the 50s and the 70s, you know. So the whole banquet was about George Mason and UCLA. So coach was mad, you know. Like they talking about these 2 teams, you know, So the guy from George Mason, the coach from George Mason was like, you know, my family's coming from Iraq, you know, my son is in the military, you know, I'm excited to see my grandson for the first time, you know. So we in the we in the pregame, you know, coach is doing, you know, he's saying his stuff. He put the videos, you know, for motivation. And at the end, he just kicked the ball and be like, man, F this girl, you know? Yo, I was so hyped for this game. I was like, man, we need to kill this thing, because the whole thing, it was all about George Mason and UCLA. And we just need like a little spark of coach saying something, or coach putting a video. Coach in the top Elite Eight, he brings Ric Flair, you know, to the locker room. Like, you know, like he turned the lights, we put the video, and Ric Flair walk in the middle.
Oh, Ric Flair?
Ric Flair in the locker room. So like the stuff that he was doing to prepare us and get us ready, man, for me, like this guy as a motivational guy is the best. You know, like he get us ready for everything. Like you didn't understand like the vibe of the team when coach to do stuff like that, man. It was crazy. But that particular moment was, for me, was amazing. You know, for me, it was amazing.
A lot of people don't get to see that side of Coach Donovan. I mean, that's the side of him in the locker. They get to see, you know, his X's and O's and politically correct. But when he's fired up, man, when he's fired up, or when he's ready to get on somebody, man, he lets you know. I remember like my favorite thing he would always say when we were beating somebody, but like we start letting them come back. He's like, "Step on their throats. You've got to want to step on their throats." Like, oh, coach, we up by 25. It's 4 minutes left. Like,
he be wilding though. Like we played I think my junior year we played Auburn, and Auburn was playing really good. You know, so they talking. You know, they be like, we the new sheriff in town. So they play us. You know, they all white out. You know, so coach went to the back. He got a white shirt with the police hat. And the thing, you know, when the police hit the people and stuff, he'd be like, man, F this, man. We're the fucking new sheriff in town. We will whoop this mother. Hey, I was dying. Like the stuff that he was doing, man, for me was amazing, man. Like that, if you don't get high with that, like, I don't know what else you can do.
All right, well, I know you got a great, you know, story with regarding some of your former teammates. You know, Joakim is known as an eccentric guy. I know I've heard some stories on and off the court. Always, you know, his heart's always in a great place. He just comes from a different background and sometimes expresses himself in different ways. I know you probably had some experience being your teammate for 2 years.
Man, Joakim, I was with Joakim probably like a month and a half ago here in Puerto Rico. He came to visit with his family. You know, me and Joe, we understand each other, you know. We kind of the same, you know. But Joe, you know, like, he used to be late for everything. Joe used to be late for everything. So, you know, he used to get in trouble. Like, coach bring him at 6 in the morning, you know, and for him, he liked that, you know, like, I'm doing extra work, you know, like, I'll be late. I don't care, like, you know, until coach was like, okay, you will continue being late. Like, I would bring everybody, you know. So now I'm in this 5 in the morning. I be like, Joe, I'm supposed to be home sleeping. And because you want to be late, I'm here. Like, nah, we're not doing that, you know. So Joe was like, nah, man, we getting extra work, you know. Like, I'm like, nah, that's cool. Keep doing your extra work, you know. But I'm not working up at 5 in the morning. We can do extra work after, but not at 5, you know. So, you know, me and Joe, we used to get classes together. Like, we got maybe 1 or 2 electives together, you know. So I had a better grade than him, you know. He'd be like, man, how come you got a better grade than me? Like, you don't even speak English, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, yo, I'm a smarter, man.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You know, I go do my work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't let people, you know, help me, you know. You probably I was like, maybe the person that helped you, he's dumb, you know. I go with the smart people, you know what I'm saying? I do my work with smart people, you know. So, you know, we used to go back and forth, but you know, we got great relation, you know, like we still talk until this day. And you know, like Joakim, Al, Corey, Torian, you know, I had the chance to talk to Lee Humphrey now when I went back. But, you know, I always keep connection with these guys because, you know, when we was in school, we help each other a lot. You know, we
Yeah.
help each other a lot.
I heard that I don't know who told me this. Maybe it was Duke, that maybe your freshman, sophomore year, maybe it's probably your freshman year, that you and Al would be speaking Spanish sometimes on the court. And Coach Donovan was like, hey, ain't none of that Spanish on the court when you out here speaking English.
You have to speak English because Coach think like, you know, you're talking about him. I'd be like, Coach, we're doing some stuff over here that like nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like either I'll go back door or like if this guy will turn, I will come and steal the ball. You know, so like we was, you know, helping each other. And you know, he speak English and Spanish, so he was helping me. Like he told me in Spanish, like maybe something I didn't understand in English. So for me, it was like really great to have Al, and you know, Al is a smart guy, and it was fun, you know.